Welcome to this week's QC Tips Reminders. I want to simply take some time to talk about T-clips and F-clips when you're installing a curtain wall system. This is a little mock-up, and the mock-up has aluminum flashing with an overlap and an upturned leg in the back. And also, I want to focus on the proper way of sealing these T-clips so water doesn't come through there. First, let's talk about water intrusion. What I've seen in the past, when I've gone to jobs after a rain and water coming into the building, I've seen water come right underneath the T-clip to the back of the T-clip and right into the building. I've also seen this back leg smash down and water maybe got in here for some reason. Instead of hitting this water barrier, and that's what this upturned leg is, it's a water barrier. That water barrier has been smashed down by the crew. The water come right through right into the building as well. So what you want to do when you come across flashing and you have the upturned leg is, obviously, if you have a T-clip that's going to be land right over that upturned leg, you want to notch it as close to that T-clip or F-clip as possible. I've seen notches way back here. What happens when they go to seal the front of this, like I tell them, they leave a hole on the ends, which is it's useless. What's the purpose of sealing the front of this T-clip to keep water from coming through? When you're leaving holes at the edges here, where the T-clip meets the upturned leg, water can go right through anyways. So remember, water's going to find the easiest pass through inside the building. So again, you want to notch this upturned leg as closest to the T-clip as possible. Okay? Now sometimes those T-clips have to be moved later on for some minor adjustments. The notch may get bigger. For most purposes, you want that notch as close to the T-clip as possible. Okay? First thing you need to do, and I've already done it for sake of time, is clean the section you're going to be caulking or applying sealant on with alcohol and a 2-wipe rag system, which means you spray on one rag the alcohol, you'll wipe that area and come right behind with a clean rag and wipe any excess off onto that rag as well. Once that is clean, you're going to apply caulking from right where that corner is, wherever that notch starts, across the edge, across the face, and across the back, and again right at that notch. When you come to that notch, you want to come out a little bit. I've seen, again, guys do a great job here and here, but leaving holes or gaps right here where water can get through. So you come across the face, down the sides, and a little just past that notch, because you want to make a continuous water barrier in case water ever does get into our system, it can't get into the building. So just like this. And I've also seen guys, when they do this, is they either put way too much or way too little caulking. Okay? And you do want to tool it, not just do this. I've seen guys just throw this in, this caulking on, don't even tool it. I can see areas where it's not, the sealant hasn't gone close enough or applied properly around the T-clip. And get your tooler, very quickly and very easy, just go right across like this. Okay, just like that. And want to make sure these corners are sealed well, because you don't want water coming through where the notch is. Okay, just like that. It's not going to be seen, doesn't look pretty, but you can see how the caulking goes from the aluminum to the top. Okay, and that's how I want to see it. So again, hit that notch, come across, down the face, on the back side, and again into that notch. Take your tooler, go right across like this. Again, making sure where these notches are, there's no holes or no way any water can seep through there. Okay? You don't have to clean it up because no one's going to see it, but I do expect this to be tooled in a way that it's obviously from the top of your T-clip to the face of your flashing, that there's plenty of caulking all the way around. That way when water comes through, it can't get underneath and through the back side. The reason I don't want to see caulking simply underneath this and call that good is because sometimes you have to move those clips and you're going to break loose that caulking, or we can't see what's underneath it. The easiest way is just to do what I've showed you here. I guarantee you're not going to have water problems or water intrusion through these clips anymore. So when I go out and do inspections, this is exactly how I want to see it done. Make sure you guys QC your crew's work Because what I've also seen is that the crew will do a sloppy job and the foreman doesn't go back and look at what they're doing. And I've gone back and I've with my flashlight and taken pictures and showed areas where that caulking didn't get all the way around or where it wasn't tooled, and you can see gaps and holes where water can get through right past that clip. So it's important you guys do a QC on this area here, because guys will get sloppy and think, well, hey, I'm just putting caulking around it. What's the big deal? This is very essential to keeping leaks out from coming through this, the T-clips and F-clips, into the building. I've seen it happen several times, so I'm just telling you, this will keep water out. Also, we talked about flashing. Make sure that when you see these seams here, and this is more in regards to other trades flashing done underneath our systems, that you can see some caulking through the seam. Because if you don't see caulking through the seam or at the edge of that seam, then more likely they didn't do a good job. The water can penetrate through here and get into the building, and we're the ones that get the first calls, because it's always the window guys that they blame for any water leaks around our system. And then I've got to go out and I've got to do troubleshooting, basically spend our time, Aragon's time, finding leaks that other trades had caused. It's important that you check that as well. Also remember, if you're caulking to aluminum, you don't need to use primer. If you're caulking to galvanized metal or stainless steel, you need to use primer. Again, those sheets that are going to be in your job files on Autodesk give you specifically what substrate to look for, what primer to use according to Dow Corning, and those are all uploaded in your job files. And you need to use those and make sure you're using primer as well prior to putting something around here. Most flashing is not aluminum, most of it's galvanized stainless steel, so you're going to need some primer on that as well. Okay, have a great week.